you see they got the pass rush going so much better against the Raiders?
Well, they were just, you could tell by the week's preparation. We always really put a lot of value on preparation, practice, really getting the guys ready, really honing in the value of study and watching your opponent. And we really felt like with the plan of the week, with the travel that week, and the time that we had spent, 10 hours on the plane, they had plenty of time to study their stuff. So we expected a lot of them, and they came out and played really hard is what we expect of them.
With the expectation that KJ might be back this weekend, just what does a veteran presence like that bring to your crew?
Well, KJ is a special player. We've missed him tremendously, and at the same time, the guys that filled in for him did a really good job. Really happy about the performance they did. The guys stepping in and giving us depth. Now we know we have good depth, but now that KJ back, we're expecting not a drop off and be the same guy you left. KJ, and he's having his veteran presence. Just having him in the huddle makes everybody better. The communication's better. Our high IQ gets better. We're real excited to have him back on the field.
How do you see him help Bobby raise his game even more? Because those two are a really good tandem, but I think
right.
he gives Bobby an edge.
Right, they just play well together. There's a certain comfort zone. I think when one of them is in there alone, they kind of feel like they have to make up for the new guy in there. And when they're both working together, they really play well together. They really work off each other, and they have it's not often that two guys can play that often and that long together like they have. And it's a really special bond that they have.
Having coached Frank Clark before this season, what's he shown you?
Well, he's just been really focused, really special. Understanding the way the year got started with his contract situation and the way they ironed that out and the way he's come in and been really competitive, focused, his effort, really been honed in on being a really good teammate. You really like the things that you've seen, just the way he's been received by the team, the way he's worked hard, and the way he's really led his group.
What have you seen from Detroit offensively as far as the running game that they seem to have found in the last couple of weeks in that rookie?
Right, Detroit has been really special in the running game. I think once they get the running game started, you see the whole offense really light up. They've been very effective, and it really turns a lot of things on as far as the offense. It really helps the quarterback. But it's exciting to see for them that the running game is something that we certainly have to pay a lot of attention to. When they run the ball really well, they're very successful. When we stop the run, we're really successful. So it's their strength versus our strength. So it should be a really good challenge.
Jacob Martin played a lot against in London. How have you kind of seen his progression, and is that kind of what you hope to see from him going forward?
Well, Jacob Martin, he's a rookie, and rookies they grow at different paths, and they start and they finish, and sometimes the season gets long on them, and you teach them things, and you're not quite sure what they're learning, but at the same time, Jacob has come along really well. He's at his core, he's hardworking, he's very athletic, he's really smart. And sometimes when they get really smart, they try to do everything right, and you really have to find one main thing that you do well, and he's fast. So he's learning how to use his speed and get around that corner and make an impact. And you can see that on the field last week when he really showed up and just decided, I'm going to be a fast guy and just run really fast. And that really helps us a lot. It brings our team speed up to another level.
Going back to Detroit offense, Matthew Stafford, a quarterback like that who's even keel, what does the defense have to do in terms of, put some type of pressure on him?
Well, we have to play well. We have to really again, it comes down to us and how we show up. There's leverage, there's tackling. I mean, Stafford doesn't do it by himself. He has to use his weapons around him. He's got some pretty good receivers. He's got some pretty good runners. And we have to really, take away the running game, put him in obvious situations, and then we have to cover their receivers who are really good. We know what Golden Tate does, so we have our issues and our challenges with him. So it's a team game. Stafford's a good quarterback. He's been around. He's seen a lot of things. He does a great job of getting rid of the ball really fast, and they do a great job of protecting him. So we have a challenge ahead of him, but at the same time, he has really good weapons around him.
It seems as though over the last couple of weeks, Poona Ford's kind of found a little bit of a role for you out there. What is it about his game that's translated to help you guys out as well as it has?
Well, Poona's no secret to us. We've seen how well he's played. Starting back to mini camps and training camps and preseason. He's been, a real special person to us, and the fact that we've had a chance now to get him on the field and how hard he plays, how smart he is. He's shorter guy, so he has really good pad level and he's really good leverage, and he's a ball player. He loves playing ball, and the guys really take to him. He's a guy that really shows up when he's on the field. He's on the field. He makes plays, and anytime you surround yourself with good football players making plays, it gives us a good chance.
Have you ever coached a guy at that position with that build, being a shorter guy with really long arms like that? Have you ever coached somebody like that?
Yeah, I've coached with him, played with him. Russell Maryland was a smaller guy that I played with. Guys that size have the ability to get under people and play leverage, and they're really strong. And Puna's exactly that. He's strong. He's very athletic. He's a really good football player. So you really can't judge the package. You have to understand what he's made of and understand football's about leverage, and a low man wins, and he has all of that. Then he plays really hard. So once you add all that stuff up, he plays harder and has better leverage than most bigger guys.
What did you learn about the defense playing so much nickel the last couple weeks?
The defense playing nickel?
What did that show you? What did you learn from that?
Well, most teams play a lot of 11 personnel, which puts us in a lot of nickel situations. It's 70 to 75% of the game, and we've been solid, been effective. I think that each week we go out, we're getting better and better. We're learning more about ourselves and who we are and what we do best, and it's important for us to really hone in on our identity and what we do as far as our leverage and our tackling and our pressure and the ability to get after the quarterback and cover people. Those things are really important to us, and we can't lose that identity and really understand who we are and do that consistently. We're looking for consistent right now, and we're at that time at 3-3. It's the time right now that we have to set ourselves apart and see exactly who we are on this stretch of games coming up.
Detroit hasn't turned the ball over very much at all this year. Is that a matter of better ball security on their part? Are they doing something different than other teams, or if they just let this defense?
It's hard to say. It's hard to say why. If they're not turning the ball over, that means it must be high value to them. At the same time, getting the ball is high value to us. So it should be a clash of two important philosophies as far as protecting the ball and taking it away. So it's important that it should be interesting how that turns out.
They don't allow many pressures, maybe the fewest in the league. Is that the quarterback getting rid of it quickly? Is that the offensive line? Or I guess easy answer, combination thereof.
Right. It's a combination of things. They do a great job of protecting their quarterback. He's really good, so he can see a lot of things coming before it comes. So you have to give him, that edge. But he's good. They're good, and just like us, they've gotten better each and every week. So they're at a certain point in the season. We're at a certain point in the season, so it should be a really good matchup.
With the secondary and all the new and young players you guys have there, how has that group fared relative to what you expected of them going into the season?
We're happy. Youth, new guys stepping in. Earl being gone and T2 stepping up, and B-Mac really doing a great job of keeping that group together. It's fun to watch them grow. Every week they're learning new things. Confidence is really building, and there's no limits to how good they can be. They've done a lot of really good things. They've had tough games. They've had adversity. They've bounced back. They've had really good times, and they've handled it well. And now we're at this point of the season where we've learned a lot. And now with the experiences that they've had over the last 6 games, whether the experience is how it's going to help us win ball games in the next few weeks.
What about Bradley in particular? What kind of season has he had?
He's been good. He's been really good. We're very happy. He's smart. He's a really good football player. He has great football IQ. He's all over the place. He tackles. We can put him on certain guys to cover to take them out of the game. So he's a very valuable piece to this defense.
Anything else? Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, gentlemen.